Hard work is easy when there is no other choice. 9 out of 10 times जब भी मैं सुबह उठता हूँ, I have a desire to work hard. Can you imagine that? I don't wake up feeling like lazy and lethargic. मेरे को actually videos या काम करने का बहुत motivation रहता है. And you can experience this too. 1 year ago, around this time, I had my 10th grade first exam, and it was in 3 days. And I remember on the first day I didn't study. On the second day I didn't study, and on the third day I finally studied. And there were 3 changes I basically made into my brain that helped me make hard work feel a lot more easier. And the first change that you have to make is to your brain. See, imagine a situation मैं तुम्हें 10,000 रुपये अभी दूंगा, नहीं तो 1 साल के बाद. What would you choose? Most people would choose right now because the future is uncertain. That reveals a major component of our human brain. The human brain likes to avoid uncertainty. Past में जब भी कुछ problems होते थे and things were uncertain, we never did that thing, and that is how we have been programmed to do. And on surface वो एकदम अच्छा लगता है, right? Yeah, it's good that you're avoiding uncertainty, but you'll notice this now in your own life. Let's say तुम्हारे एक exam है and you've not studied and you're struggling to study. Why is that? Because you don't know what to do. Uncertainty. The moment you provide your brain with uncertainty, that is the exact moment you lose the mental battle. जो battle mind में होता है ना काम करने से पहले, ये करूँ नहीं करूँ. As soon as you give your brain uncertainty, you lose that battle. So how do we avoid this is to give our brain something that we must do to not give it uncertainty. And the way I like to do it is I like to divide my day into blocks of time कि भाई ये time से ये time में ये करना है. And in that specific block of time, provide one singular task to do. I wake up with a singular goal of writing 30 minutes every single day. That's it. I cannot procrastinate from that. ठीक है, तुमने अगर ये ट्राई भी कर लिया and you still procrastinate, it's because of your diet. You are what you eat. अगर तुम गंदा खाना खाओगे तुम्हारा ब्रेन भी गंदा आएगा. And you know what? There's a very interesting thing. Majority of the foods you are eating is literally eating away your brain. देखो, most of the street foods that you eat have an additive called as MSG. This additive is derived from L-glutamic acid, and this is an amino acid that is not really required by our body, and it is like अपना body वो खुद से ही produce कर लेता है. But guess what? They still add MSG in the food that you eat on the streets. And you know what? MSG has been proven to literally destroy the cells in your brains. You are literally rotting up. You're literally destroying your brain right now because you want to eat some street food. You know, another food that is heavily used in your own home, seed oils. The literal seed oils your mother is using to cook. It's literally the worst thing. This is how a seed oil is produced, bro. It's disgusting. They not only impact your testosterone, but they also impact your brain health. Literal foods you're eating every day is impacting your brain health. And see, there is a simple way you can avoid these things. And there are certain foods you must eat to also, improve your brain health. So the thing is, avoid processed foods. Avoid eating outside. Avoid eating sugary drinks, Coca-Cola and stuff. Instead of that, eat more. If you're non-vegetarian, you can do this. But if you're vegetarian also, you can find some alternatives. But since I'm non-veg, I'm going to tell you that. You can literally eat eggs every day. Eat leafy vegetables. Eat fruits. Eat nuts. These are the things that will instantly improve your brain health. And drink water from a metal bottle, bro. Don't drink it from plastics. Plastic bottles have been shown to reduce testosterone, bro. Like, you're literally eating microplastics. I'll make another video on diet if you want. But the greatest thing that is going to help you make hard work feel easy is to make hard work your base instinct. See, on the days you're motivated, you're going to do uncomfortable things, right? Let's say you don't like to work out, but on those days, you're going to work out because you're motivated. But what about the days that you're not? Oh, that is now the biggest question, because then it's hard to do, and so usually you'll fall back to your base instinct. So what we need to do is to get our hard work as our base instinct. And there are usually 3 stages one must go through to actually make hard work your base instinct. The first stage is the pushing through part. This is the part which is the hardest, and 99% of people will quit in this part because it is hard. You will literally have to push through, get through that friction in your brain to actually do this hard thing. This is where most people will give up, but genuinely, if you're able to get through this stage, everything else is easier. So the first stage is to pick whatever thing that you're trying to get good at. So let's just say it's studying, for example. Do studies every single day, no matter what. Like I said, don't give your brain uncertainty. Give it a certain task to do. That no, I have to do this, and then push through it every single day. It's going to be hard, but genuinely, if you can get through stage 1, stage 2 and 3 are very easy. Stage 2, the habit phase. Now, हर दिन push करने के बाद you're going to end up in a place wherein that thing becomes your habit. And this is where it'll get a little bit tricky, because abhi tumhara brain will convince you to not do that habit. You have experienced this, right? Whatever thing you do every single day, someday your brain is going to be like, आज क्यों करना है? आज नहीं करते. This is where you have to push through again. Not push through, but convert the thing that you're trying to do, the hard work, as a habit. And whenever your brain is trying to convince you to quit, just say this out loud. Out loud is important. Say this: my brain is trying to procrastinate. My brain is telling me to procrastinate. I'm not going to do that. Genuinely, if you have one desire, this is a gold mind tip. If you have a desire, just say it out loud. And you're going to find that most of the times you're going to feel stupid hearing that desire, and you're just not going to listen to it. It really works. If you don't know, just say it right now. I don't want to watch this video, but I'm going to. And now comes stage 3, converting the habit into your base instinct. So अभी तुम ऐसे point पे wherein you have pushed through that hard work every single day, you have converted it into your habit. Now comes to convert it into your base instinct. Now this is where you have to be a little bit self-introspective. So first of all, ask yourself, what is a base instinct you have? And what causes that base instinct, the trigger? So let's just say the base instinct is to procrastinate, is to scroll on Instagram, for example. That is your base instinct. You have to understand what is the trigger for that base instinct. Let's just say the trigger is you're bored. So now it makes sense, you're bored, and so that is why you're scrolling on Instagram. So what we need to do is to replace the action with the trigger. So it could be that, let's just say you're struggling to study. It could be the trigger is you're feeling bored, but instead of scrolling on Instagram, you actually study. This is how you rewire your brain. And the crazy part is, as soon as you identify the trigger and the action you have to do, you're going to sort of end up at stage 1 again, where you have to push through it again. And the cycle will continue. But if you can do this, bro, genuinely, hard work will be very, very easy to do. You will literally dominate your opponents. If you like this video, scroll down and subscribe. Don't sacrifice your future self for the pleasure today. Peace.